Hello and welcome to Canberra. I'm about to fly to Melbourne, then catch Qantas flight QF9 to Perth. This flight departs from the International Terminal. In this video, I'm excited to show you the Qantas International First Class Lounge in Melbourne and the premium economy class seat on the Boeing 787 aircraft. Let's go! My flight from Canberra to Melbourne is booked through Qantas as well. It's flight QF1275, departing at 8:45. Upon checking in, I was notified that I had been upgraded to business class.
Yahoo!
This is my first time getting a free upgrade from them. The aircraft taking me to Melbourne is an Airbus A220. Qantas has ordered 29 of them to replace its aging Boeing 717 fleet. This particular one, painted in Aboriginal art, is the first A220 that Qantas received. Some of us like to call it the broccoli. I love this livery. Boarding commenced 20 minutes before departure. I travelled on the inaugural A220 service in March this year. If you'd like to know more about the economy class on this plane, please feel free to check out that video.
Hi, good morning. How are you? Thank you. Welcome back.
The A220 can accommodate 137 passengers. At the front are 10 business class seats in a staggered 2-2 configuration. I was assigned to F, a window seat on the right side of the aircraft. Each seat has a pitch of 37 inches and a width of 20 inches. It's comparable to the Qantas Boeing 737 business seats and with a more modern look. There are no power plugs in business class, but there's a 60-volt USB-C port behind the seatback, enough to power a laptop. Furthermore, there is a wireless charging pad and another set of USB charging ports underneath the central console. Like the Boeing 717 it replaces, there is no seatback TV screen. Instead, there is a device holder for your mobile phone or tablet. You can download the Qantas Entertainment app and stream movies and TV shows on your device. Alternatively, you can browse the internet using the free high-speed Wi-Fi. For this hour-long flight, there's one meal option offered in business class. Mushroom frittata with sausages, tomatoes, and more mushrooms on the side, accompanied by banana bread and blueberry yogurt. This is an interesting meal choice because I know many of my friends don't like mushrooms. The frittata and sausages were slightly salty, but I still enjoyed them. The weather in Melbourne is nowhere near as sunny as Canberra. After a 20-minute hold due to air traffic delays, we landed at Melbourne Tullamarine Airport 40 minutes behind schedule.
Welcome to Melbourne. Qantas Fleet would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the airport's land, the Wurundjeri people, and pay our respects to elders past and present.
Melbourne Airport has 4 terminals. Qantas domestic flights use Terminal 1 and all international flights depart from Terminal 2. Until July 2024, QF9 is a Melbourne to London service with a stopover in Perth. Whether travelling to Perth or London, you must check in at the international terminal. Unlike Sydney and Brisbane, all of the terminals here are connected. It was a short 5-minute walk from our A220 gate to the international departures area. Check-in for each Qantas flight opens strictly at 4 hours before departure. Qantas and Emirates Platinum, Oneworld Emerald, and those travelling in first class can use the dedicated first class check-in suite. There's a separate curbside entrance to minimise walking. All other passengers can use check-in bay A. Those travelling to Perth can use either a passport or an Australian driver's license. The staff will put a D sticker on your boarding pass to show that you are a domestic passenger. At immigration, you must go to a staffed counter where the Border Force officer will verify your photo ID and put a departure stamp on your boarding pass. Voila! Despite only traveling to Perth, I'm now inside the duty-free area. The Melbourne to Perth leg of QF9 has always been a particularly popular choice for platinum frequent flyers heading west, and I'm about to show you why. Qantas has 2 lounges at this terminal. A premium economy class ticket does not grant you access to any lounge, but you can use the business lounge if you are a Qantas Club member, have a general lounge pass, or hold Qantas Gold status. Near gates 9 and 11 are a pair of escalators leading up to level 3, where you'll find the entry to the Qantas International First Class Lounge on the left. This lounge is accessible to Emirates and Qantas Platinum, Oneworld Emerald, and first class passengers on a Oneworld or Emirates flight. This lounge sits at arguably the best location in the terminal, with floor-to-ceiling windows giving you a sweeping view of the apron and the runway. The lounge space is split into spa, work, leisure and dining areas. Behind the nooks on the far left are a few work desks with printers conveniently located behind them. There are 2 private office suites available on a first-come, first-served basis. The rest of the lounge seating is divided into several partially partitioned areas. Some are equipped with a TV, giving me a feeling of sitting in someone's lounge room. The most iconic feature of the lounge is the 2 old-school split-flap departure boards. But with all code-share flights being shown as well, the board can only display a few flights at a time. The main reason many platinum travelers, including myself, love flying QF9 to the west is this 50-seat restaurant offering a la carte dining. The tables near the windows are the first to be taken. When multiple flights depart around the same time, the space can fill up quickly. If you can't get a table, the staff can deliver the food anywhere you want inside this lounge. Breakfast is served until 11 AM, followed by all-day dining until the lounge closes. The menu is designed by celebrity chef Neil Perry and changes every 3 months, though some of his signature dishes like the salt and pepper squid, pavlova, cheeseburger and the club sandwich would never disappear from the menu. In terms of beverages, there are a few cocktails, 4 white wines, 5 red wines and beers to choose from. If you are a Platinum 1 or a Chairman's Lounge member, they may reserve some vintage drops for you. In the past 18 months, I have been to the Qantas First Lounge approximately 10 times. I have always had a good experience, and these are the 4 dishes that I like the most. To start, I ordered the staple, salt and pepper squid. The squid is typically crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. The green chili sauce adds a zesty, mildly spicy kick, while the aioli provides a creamy, garlicky finish. Disappointingly, the squid was a bit underdone today. It did not taste crispy at all. Here's a picture of what the dish normally looks like. The coating should look more golden. For my drink, I ordered the Pear Royal cocktail. Usually, the cocktails come with some garnish. This time, my drink looked a bit bare, but it tasted quite good. In my opinion, the guabao is one of Neil Perry's finest Asian-inspired dishes. On a good day, the soft, pillowy bao bun cradles succulent braised pork. Each bite is a delightful combination of savory, spicy, and tangy elements. Unfortunately, I could barely taste the pork in the serving. It was so small. The grilled snapper is placed on a bed of what I believe to be hulled millet. It's fluffy like rice and creamy like mashed potatoes. The celery leaf salsa and spring onions helped eliminate the snapper's fishy taste, and the pine nuts added some nutty flavor. Thankfully, I enjoyed this dish. A trip to the first lounge is not complete without trying the pavlova. Despite its simple appearance, the combination of mascarpone, ice cream, seasonal fruit and meringues makes it the perfect dessert. The dining room started getting busy from 11:30 AM, and by 12:30 PM, every table was taken. Once I finished eating, I moved to the lounging area to free up my table for those waiting. Power plugs are somewhat limited throughout the lounge. They are mostly situated against the walls and thus a bit out of reach for many seats. If you are still thirsty or hungry after your meal, there's a minibar stocked with wines, beers, juice, soft drinks, tea, coffee, as well as snacks and fruits. Qantas does not have nap rooms in its lounges. However, some of the leather seats near the windows are reclinable, and I found them comfortable enough to doze off for a little bit. Behind these doors is a day spa. Travelers in first class can expect a call from a lounge manager the day before their flight to organize a slot for a 20-minute treatment. All other passengers can book a slot at the lounge reception on a first-come, first-served basis. The spa is extremely popular. If you miss out, you can still use one of these private shower suites to freshen up before your flight. Each suite is equipped with a toothbrush, shaving kit and hairdryer. The shower water is big and hot. Overall, I believe my not-so-good dining experience was a rare occurrence. There are only 2 Qantas First lounges in Australia. Together with Sydney, the calm atmosphere, personalised service, a la carte dining and spa facilities make them the best airport lounges in the country, offering a sanctuary within the bustling terminal. Before heading to the gate, let me quickly show you the Qantas Business Lounge. The business lounge is on level 1 and can be accessed via these escalators descending below the main departure floor. This lounge is open to virtually all lounge-worthy passengers travelling on a one-wheeled Jetstar or Emirates flight. It can accommodate up to 350 people at once, and Qantas is currently expanding its footprint by 30%. Some frequent flyers affectionately refer to it as a dungeon due to its location, aged interior, and the lack of natural light. The food options are slightly superior to those in a domestic Qantas club. There's a hot dish and a salad. The minibar is pretty well stocked, and shower facilities are available too. While this lounge is suitable for a brief visit, I don't think it's a place you would want to spend an extended period of time. My flight is departing from Gate 18. It's one of the furthest gates from immigration, requiring about a 12-minute walk. Boarding began 40 minutes before departure, with separate lines for priority and general boarding. QF9 is operated by a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, the newest long-haul aircraft type in the Qantas fleet. It features a 3-class layout with 42 business class seats in a 1-to-1 configuration. There are 8 rows in the forward cabin and another 3 rows behind door 2. The premium economy class are arranged in a 2-3-2 layout. I chose seat 23A, a window seat in the last row. With a bulkhead behind, it allows me to recline freely. The crew had already placed a bottle of water, a menu, a large firm cotton pillow, and a 100% wool blanket on each seat. With only 4 rows, this mini cabin feels quite private. However, the downside is that there is no dedicated toilet. The nearest one for me is in the economy class section behind. It is spacious and stocked with hand wash, paper cups, and paper towels. Shortly after settling in, the crew offered me a choice of water or sparkling wine.
Thank you for choosing to fly Qantas.
As the premium economy class section is in the middle of the aircraft, my window view is mostly blocked by the wing. Both premium economy and business are fully booked today. Qantas first revealed these next-generation seats in 2017. Let's now take a look at the seat's features. At the front is a 13.3-inch high-definition touchscreen. The seat has a pitch of 38 inches, which is 1 inch more than the business class seat on the A220. My favorite feature is the combined leg rest and footnet, which provides several ways to support the lower body. Once I slip my feet into the netting below, it feels extremely comfortable. The seat pocket above stores the safety card, in-flight magazine, and a pair of noise-cancelling headphones. This is the lever I used to lower the leg rest. There's a USB port, a small device pocket, and a personal electronic device holder below the entertainment screen. There's a universal power plug shared between every 2 seats. USB-C cables were not widely adopted in 2017, so there's only a USB-A charging port under the central console. Lastly, below the console, there's a bottle holder. Most seats have a width of 20.5 inches, except for the E seats in the middle, which are 22.8 inches wide. The headrest is adjustable and can be integrated with the ergonomic pillow. This is such a clever design. The Boeing 787 windows can be tinted using the control button below them. I'm glad the crew did not lock them on my flight, so I had full control over my window's brightness. Like the business seat on the A220, the tray table is hidden inside the armrest. It is quite large and stable. The meal service from Melbourne to Perth follows Qantas's long-haul international standard. In premium economy, there's typically a snack and drink service soon after takeoff, followed by a meal. It has been 50 minutes since we left Melbourne, and the crew has started serving dinner, so I assume they just skipped the aperitivo. The dinner is a 3-course meal. I have to say the menu rarely changes. For the main course, it's always either a plant-based option, a salad, or a roast chicken dish. The drink selection is excellent, nearly identical to the wine list in business class. The crew serves the meals according to passengers' frequent flyer status to ensure high-tier frequent flyers don't miss out on their desired choices. Here is my meal. There's so much food. This seems equivalent to the standard of a domestic business class meal. All 3 courses were presented on the same tray. The entree is a Moroccan roasted vegetable salad, mainly consisting of cauliflower, green peas, and pumpkin. The flavors were good, except it was once again extremely salty. Thankfully, the roast chicken wasn't very salty. It was actually pretty flavorful and succulent. I loved it and found it very filling. I don't believe this is a lamington, but rather a 3-layered cheesecake. It tasted pretty nice. In general, aside from the very salty salad, I was satisfied with the portion, taste and quality of this premium economy class meal. After clearing my table, the crew offered tea and coffee, and I requested a cup of hot chocolate. With about 90 minutes to go, let's look at the in-flight entertainment. This is the best seatback screen on the Qantas fleet. It is crisp and clear. The system comes in several languages. It is easy to use and stocked with 2,500 hours of movies and TV shows, updated monthly. While the selections aren't as extensive as Emirates, Cathay or Turkish Airlines, they are adequate for a long-haul flight. There's also a 60-second video presenting all the features of the premium economy class seat for first-time travelers. The noise-cancelling headphones are the same as those in business class. They are not top-notch, but they do the job. If you are not fond of staring at a screen, there's a monthly published in-flight magazine in the seat pocket. It presents the latest travel news, suggestions on where to stay, must-try food experiences, and a bunch of ads. The Boeing 787 currently does not have in-flight Wi-Fi, but Qantas plans to roll it out progressively from the end of this year, and it will be fast and free for all passengers. Lastly, I attempted to nap by resting against the headrest, which I found quite comfortable. In summary, Premium Economy offers an enhanced product compared to Economy, with a wider seat, better legroom, and meals comparable to domestic business class. Currently, a one-way flight from Melbourne to Perth in Economy is $376, Premium Economy is $1,316, and Business Class is $1,780. No, it's not cheap at all, but if you purchase an economy sale fare and bid for an upgrade, Premium Economy costs just 10,900 points and Business Class is 27,200 points. In my view, bidding for Premium Economy provides the best value. The seat is better than the business class seat on a Boeing 737, yet it costs only 40% of the points. Unfortunately, from the 11th of July, QF9 will no longer depart from Melbourne. However, if you want to experience the International Premium Economy Class product on a domestic service, you can still book such flights between Sydney and Perth. There were 2 cabin crews serving the Premium Economy cabin. They always addressed me by my last name. Apart from skipping the aperitivo, their service was as expected, professional and enthusiastic.
Welcome to Perth. Qantas would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the airport's land and pay our respects to elders past and present. Just a reminder for those customers finishing their journey here in Perth, please ensure you take your boarding pass that has the orange sticker on it, as you will need this to clear customs.
Welcome to Perth. My flight departed 8 minutes late, yet we landed 25 minutes ahead of schedule. After disembarking, those continuing to London are directed to the international transit area, while those concluding their journey in Perth are directed to the immigration. Here, Border Force officials ensured that the name on our boarding pass matched our photo ID before allowing us to exit the terminal through the international arrivals hall. Qantas uses Terminal 3 and 4 at Perth Airport. The newly opened High Wycombe train line does not have a stop here. The nearest Redcliffe station is a 10-minute walk away, or you can catch Transperth Bus 292 to get there. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more flight and train reviews. See you all in my next video.